Why is Vsauce covering OJ's confession?
O.J. Simpson wrote a book, and he called it I Did It.
Trying to come up off the roads on my own too. I never had her. She said she grew up all alone. I know she's independent, wanna spend my money.
Horrors on a Russian Internet Volume 2. Fellas, this is something new I've not done, but I'm really curious to see how this would go. Plus, this video interests the hell out of me. What do you mean horrors on the Russian internet? Out of all the countries in the world, what country do you think has the worst internet search history? No lie. Actually, don't answer that. A xenophobic motherfucker comes out of nowhere. I know who it is! Whoa, buddy, hold on. Chill out. Do you think motherfuckers from I don't know, the dark web and shit, do they treat that shit like how we treat ARC servers? You know what I mean? I wonder what would be the times 14 server be for a dark web guy? What country is that? It's the US. It's fucking Chicago, Cuddy. That shit's just a speed run. But I'm excited, cause this is done by Pharrell McGuire, Cuddy. I'm excited, gang. All right, let's see what's going on in the Russian internet, bruh.
Something breaks your reverie.
Huh? What'd he say?
Something breaks your reverie.
Something breaks through what? Excuse me?
When you come to, you find yourself standing in a dark apartment.
Oh.
You look out the window. All you can see is a snowy night sky illuminated by a single streetlight in the distance. Two things are clear. You appear to be in a Khrushchevka complex of some kind, which is a Russian style of low-cost apartment buildings made during the Soviet era.
Okay.
The second thing is that despite some lights being on in the adjacent building, there doesn't appear to be anyone else around.
Oh my god, it's such an aesthetic. Shut up, loser. This is so Pinterest.
You are alone.
Oh, damn.
This is how the Russian game Shahada Zima opens. Or in English, it's winter.
Oh.
You
Okay.
explore your apartment and you find many things you can interact with. You can turn on the microwave, eat the food in the fridge, use the oven, and run water from the tap. But if you turn on the radio, this happens.
It starts playing Rod Wave. America's true horrors now infected Russia.
Будет смерть рядышком.
Okay.
Рядышком, редком. Деда за бабой, мама за папой, сестричка за братком. Милый мой мальчик, лодочка, целлофан.
What do you think got him? It was a KSI concert in Russia. I did a song blew up everybody's ears.
Господь твой и
The needle is your lord. This is what addicts feel like. The needle.
голубчика,
POV Sharon Zaman from Moonlight, bruh.
госпожа твоя,
And the fork is your holy lady. Okay.
Виночка.
You walk through the rest of the apartment. You find a few tabs of unlabeled medication. You can try
Big Pharma ruins everything. Oh, let me chill out.
to
I want
leave,
to watch this.
but
Hold on.
you need a key, which happens to be on your desk next to a letter.
Cuddy, fat ass key, bro. What the fuck? Do these keys even exist in real life? All these. I mean, hold on. Is this like a Russian thing? I don't know. I've never been to Russia. Is that like a? No. Oh, what the fuck? It is. Damn, bro. This what your keys look like in Russia, gang. Dang. I'm used to these type of keys, right? Not like these fucking, key to the city type of keys, bro. I'm not used to them shits. Mickey Mouse dungeon ass keys, bro. Look like I'm about to fight a fucking dragon in Elden Ring.
Which reads,
There's cotton inside my head. If there's anything to blame, maybe it's winter. The door is shut. I'm not waiting for anyone.
Okay.
you leave. As you walk down the distinctly Eastern European stairwell, you try knocking on your neighbors' doors, but no one ever answers.
Oh, you're a loser. You're that one neighbor no one likes.
You walk outside into the cold night and begin wandering around the courtyard.
That's pretty.
Again, there's nobody and nothing. Outside the complex is an endless forest that also has nothing for you. You notice
Except trees. thank the force that you can breathe a bit, you know what I'm saying?
The light at the opposite end of the courtyard.
We respect nature in this
You
bitch.
walk towards it, and you find that it's actually a lit sparkler.
The fuck?
But it quickly burns out unspectacularly, and everything is once again dark, quiet, and lonely. You
This is when you download Hinge. Or Bumble.
see, this is a very different kind of horror. There's no spider-like creature climbing the walls of these apartments, and there's nothing terrifying waiting around the corner to jump out at you. In Shahada Zima, there's no danger of any kind. Just the crushing loneliness and melancholy of winter in a Russian Khrushchevka.
I mean, winters in like Russia are very fucking cold. I wouldn't say there's no dangers. If you go out that bitch for a while, I feel like you develop some frostbite, maybe on your little fucking on your toes, Skitty. That frostbite been to fucking open a domain expansion on your balls, bro. Like I'm good with the cold, but it's not even that scary for real to me. The whole ambient horror thing, cause you're lonely and shit. Skitty, I don't give a fuck. That's why we got Spotify playlist, gang. I'm finna. Hold on, bro. I can make this more like less lonely and more into a vibe, bro. Trust. Hold on. Trust who? Like, hold on, bro. Hey. Hey. Okay, you caught me by surprise in my brand new whip. Baby, pin me in the scope. If I'm gone, don't trip. Baby, bring it like the song up to bat. Oh, it's like, Cuddy, this is a vibe, bro. Chill, like I feel like I'm not really into the ambient horror type of thing. You know what I mean? Like the horror of the unknown, you're forever lonely. Cause that's just I don't know. If I feel not hot take, but do you think being lonely is kind of a mindset? Obviously, there are like other cases where someone is lonely due to having severe anxiety, a disease, yada yada yada. I'm not talking about that, dumbass. But if you're like a normal fucking like healthy person and you're lonely, it's more or less kind of like a choice. Would it not be? Could they talk to somebody? You make it sound easy. I mean, it kind of is. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm not gonna front like I'm the most like extroverted, because I'm really an introvert. I ain't gonna lie. I like on everything I love. I'm really introvert. I don't really like talk to many people, right? Because most people annoy the shit out of me. But like, bro, I feel like it wouldn't be that hard, you know? I feel like most people are just scared to go outside their comfort zone, which is fine. But like, you can't really complain about being lonely. You know what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways, big bro.
To feel an odd sense of urgency. You start exploring the map more frantically, trying desperately to make anything happen, to try to force some sort of conclusion to this experience. But there just simply isn't an ending here.
You think this is what it feels like to be a fan of to be a part of a fandom to like a dead show, to like a dead fucking community that was like dead like 20 years ago and shit? This happens to log on to like World War II servers.
The only thing you can really do in this game, other than uncovering a few small Easter eggs here and there, is exist in this depressing slice of Russian life.
Jesus.
Shahada Zima was created by Russian artist Ilya Mazo.
God damn, bro, you good? God damn, bro, you gotta go to sleep, big bro.
Who confirms the listless nature of his creation by saying,
Nothing awaits you. There is no chance to get out. No room for adventure's breathtaking plot.
I mean, depends on what you fucking do. If you go out looking for adventure, you're gonna find something. What the fuck? Nothing awaits. Okay, if nothing really awaits, does that mean everything else can await? Okay, if nothing is awaiting for you and you choose to make something await for you, how do I say this? How do I? I don't think I'm articulating myself in the correct manner. Let me think about this real quick. Let me think how I'm about to say this. If nothing is truly awaiting for you, that means the possibilities are endless for what you can choose for you to pursue. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really like, I don't know. It's not really fucking crazy. No shade to this guy, of course. You're probably a phenomenal guy. Fucking, I don't know. You did do your thing. But like, I feel like this is all a choice, isn't it? Unless like, you live in like very fucking, it's like specific circumstances that doesn't allow you to do it. Like, for example, like a toxic household. Yeah, I'm not talking about you, dumbass. Here's gonna be that one comment. Hoodydude, what about that one? What about this? Oh, fuck. You're finna kill me. What about this specific detail about yada yada yada? Shut the fuck up, you bitch ass loser. It's not what I'm referring to, dumbass.
You see, It's Winter was designed around the idea of Russian sadness, an
Jesus.
online aesthetic that revels in poorly maintained gray Khrushchevkas framed by gray skies, pollution, freezing temperatures, and Slavic pessimism. I'm sure you've seen those Russian doomer music compilations on YouTube, which are probably the most popular things to come out of this aesthetic. Some of these videos have tens of millions of views. In an interview with the magazine,
Damn, bro, and the motherfucker even made, I'm assuming, I don't speak Russian, but I'm assuming it's like a good vibe, like a peaceful aesthetic. That shit got 300K. Damn, bro.
on YouTube.
Like I said, fuck your positivity.
Millions of views. In an interview with the magazine Wired, Mazzo states that It's Winter was
The game is not about having fun.
never really meant to be a traditional game,
Figures.
but rather, he says,
It's a different world. You've been there before.
and you know what? Maybe I have. Is the experience this game provides really that different than the Canadian suburbs in winter?
Is that really different than a fucking college winter? I mean, I guess I get what he's going for, but at the same time, I feel like can't you not just choose to do something different? But do you sound privileged? I am. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, though, like I don't know. You gotta choose to do what you want.
Sure,
Free
you're
will.
never gonna find an aesthetic out there called Canadian sadness. If
I feel like you could.
anything, we're pretty culturally optimistic, and life in Canada is incredibly easy by world standards. But swap the prefab apartment buildings with prefab townhouses, and the Canadian experience is surprisingly similar to Shahadozima. Bland, poorly constructed utilitarian architecture framed by an overwhelming amount of snow, endless forests, and a common sense of loneliness.
Sounds peaceful in my opinion, Cuddy. Gotta get you a good playlist, bro.
The parallels are surprisingly striking, which makes this game hit all the more harder for me personally.
Oh.
Всем привет! Welcome to part 2 of horrors on the Russian internet.
Hello.
Before I get into the next topic, I just want to thank you guys for all the support for the first entry of this series.
You're
It
welcome.
really means a lot to me.
So, is this turkey? What is this? Looks kind of cool.
And I'm also very appreciative of all the great suggestions for topics you guys left for me in the comments section.
I really want to know what the shittiest topic he has. Like, what if someone typed in a comment saying, like, hey, you should probably look up the topic of, like, the horrors and sex toys, It sounds like a good topic. Like, imagine if, like, who's a fucking well-known gooner? Nux Taku left that shit, you feel me? Like, Asmin Gold left a comment saying some shit like, you should probably do a video about the horrors of good hygiene. Not a lot of people. And just go down a rabbit hole. I really want to talk to this guy. What is the shittiest topic someone's ever told you about? Or like the stupidest one?
In fact, most of what we're going to cover for the rest of this video are things you guys brought to my attention.
Oh, that's cool.
So, thanks again. Like I said in the first episode, Europe's easternmost country has always fascinated me. Like
Really?
how it's also technically Asia's easternmost country. Russia is full of strange facts, and the antagonistic nature of its relationship to the West has given it a permanent aura of mystery and intrigue to me and every other Canadian.
That's cool.
And I'm sure you Yanks feel the same way.
The fuck's a yank? Hold on. What the fuck's a yank? Oh. He called me a fucking Yankee. I've not heard anybody call me Yank, bro. I ain't gonna lie, the Canada slang, bro, that I've seen, bro. Dude, that one video, holy fuck, bro. You some good youths, fam. You some good youths, eh? You good youths, eh? Hey, Cuddy.
Especially with the USA's,
Oh, that shit, yeah. You know what? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna run for president. Hey, real talk, if I vote for president, Cuddy, I feel like I could win that bitch. I'm not gonna hold you, Cuddy. Hey, if I just need a rage bait, hey, I can do just that.
shift in foreign policy.
Yeah.
All right, without further ado, let's dive into the next topic. While It's Winter was a more unconventional piece of horror, the rest of the stuff we're going to cover in this video is more
conventional?
traditional
Yeah,
spooky
I
internet
got
stuff.
you. I got you.
And we're going to start with the most suggested topic from the last video.
All right, bet. Which is?
One aspect of Russia that always seems to intrigue us outsiders is the general secretiveness that seems to surround the country.
I wonder what's the most, like, irrelevant, worst secret they've had. Like, if you're a Russian Hoodydude fan, what's it like? What's the most meaningless secret y'all just have just to have it? I'll give you America's secret. I don't know. I'm not really in tune with American culture. I'm not going. We can go band for band, I guess.
Whenever a government keeps secrets in a public manner, like Area 51 for example, it always becomes a focal point for the public's curiosity. People never stop speculating what horrible or incredible things the establishment may or may not be hiding in these secret areas that are off limits to all but a select few people.
I feel like at this point, Area 51 is just a front at this point. Like, so many people are aware about, like, Area 51 known for having secrets. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the government was like, all right, guys, let's move this shit. Everyone knows, like, this has something. Let's pack it up and go somewhere else. You know what I mean? And it's just holding up the aura for, like, they can, like, you know, not be focused under other fucking Area 51, whatever the fuck. You know, that's my Ted Cannon. My little silly theory. To get shot. Oh wow, I miss you. I really miss Hoodydude. I can't believe he killed himself by shooting himself 59 times and, you know, stabbing himself in the back. Oh, I didn't know he had so many issues.
And no country has off-limit areas quite like Russia. As of 2007, Russia has publicly acknowledged the existence of
I thought that said horny.
44 closed cities.
Really?
These are entire towns and metro areas that
That's
are
a
off
beautiful
limits
place.
to either foreigners or even Russians in some cases. Many of these places are even completely absent from official maps. It's believed that not only is the true number of sealed off areas in Russia substantially greater than the 44 the government publicly recognized, but that the number of closed cities could have been up to 20 times higher during the Soviet Union.
Jesus.
Most of these closed cities usually have something to do with Russia's nuclear or space programs, military, or seaports. At least that's all that's been said publicly. Just like Area 51, people love to speculate just what the Russian government may or may not be hiding in these sealed off regions.
They found a fucking Viltrumite. They found Battle Beast.
And also what closed areas might exist out in the great expanses of the deep country that we might not even know about. Much in that vein, the following video will be uploaded to YouTube on October 19th, 2021.
Buddy, who fucked up my mans, bro? POV, Mr. Fantastic when he first got his powers, big bro. Ooh, okay. Got my eyes.
С началом весны нужно быть более бдительным.
Is this Russian analog horror? Ooh, okay, hold on.
This clip was supposedly made by Emercom, Russia's Ministry of Emergency Situations. It's a PSA intended for the inhabitants of Magneto-Shakhtinsk Oblast, a region of Russia that you won't find on any map. The voice in the video reminds viewers to be mindful of the dangers associated with the spring melt, like floods, forest fires, and attacks from the Oplotai, as they
The fucking Eplatai.
emerge from their winter lairs. The PSA suggests avoiding the forest during this time of year to avoid encounters with these creatures, which are depicted on this sign as some sort of humanoid being with long, wavy limbs.
Just beat the fuck out of your limbs.
In South Siberian folklore, an Oplotai is a sort of monster that resembles a human being split down the middle, with this one leg and one arm being extremely long and flexible.
Jesus.
Supposedly, these creatures wait for travelers in the forest and then jump on their backs and entwine their victims in their long, twisting limbs, choking them out much like a snake would and then feeding on their blood. Being that these creatures only have one arm and one leg, they're quite slow and clumsy on their own. But in some cases, two Oplotai can attach to one another to form a much more formidable predator.
What about a flamethrower? You think a flamethrower work and beat their asses? Also, who is this hulking being of a man? How can this guy fucking lose? Jesus Christ, he looked like he came out the womb benching 225. You feel me? Like, look at this fucking demon. Motherfucker's biceps are about as big as his fucking head.
Which is so fast, it can supposedly outrun a horse. In the unfortunate case of being attacked by one of these creatures, the PSA advises you what to do. The most important thing is to try your best to stay upright, as the Oplotai usually try to knock their victims to the ground.
POV, he dropped the soap in prison.
If you do manage to stay standing, you should then try to grab the creature by the neck and squeeze as hard as you can,
Oh, shit.
as this is its weak point.
The rush is about it,
Doing
Cuddy.
this might shock the creature into letting you go.
Good! Beat its fucking ass, bro! Look, when it has stretchy abilities, Cuddy, if you have a knife, it's GG's, Cuddy. Grab that motherfucker's neck. Me. That's what I'm doing them. On y'all's mama.
At which point you should run immediately. When running, you should try your best to pass by trees as closely as possible, as the Oplotai will likely get their long, clumsy limbs stuck on them while chasing you. The PSA closes by asking the viewer to report any Oplotai sightings to Emercom immediately.
Hell no, I'm running at once.
The channel that uploaded this clip is simply called Magneto-Shakhtinsk Oblast, and it apparently collects and uploads PSAs from the secret region of Russia. The second video on their channel, however, is not a PSA. It's apparently an internal training video for new recruits of Emercom, specifically the ones entering the anti-Akratid unit. The training begins with the viewer being asked to pay attention to the following clip.
Ah, man, abducted! Oh.
The narrator...
You think that's what they play for, like, I don't know, what's a secret, like, government group? Like the CIA? Imagine, like, the indoctrination or the orientation video to the CIA is, like, I don't fucking know. What's a, like, I don't know, Nyan Cat or some shit. Some old-ass shit.
then tells us that this was a possession test.
Oh. Well, I think you failed with me, because I'm still standing. Just fucking 2 hours later. All right, guys, Russia. You should donate all your money to Russia right now.
And that some people who view this clip will have a strong reaction to it.
Ah!
It starts with mild confusion, which eventually grows into outright delirium, followed by spasms, and then finally, loss of consciousness. If you didn't react, however, congratulations. You are mentally fit enough to serve in the anti-Akratid unit.
Imagine some child had a placebo effect and like experienced all of those things. Jesus, man.
You'll be part of a protective police service that will help prevent and or mitigate encounters between Akratids and people.
Buddy, I ain't doing shit. You got the wrong one, bro. I ain't gonna lie. What do you think I am? Steve Rogers, Cuddy? John Walker? Sam Wilson? I ain't no Captain America. The fuck? Like, the hell I would. I'm sorry. It's your job. It's your duty. Cuddy, I'm here for the check, big bro. I don't give no fucks.
The Akratids can be separated into two groups. The Pragmats, which are beings that pose some sort of physical danger to people.
Hell no, Cuddy, I'm not dealing with this shit, Cuddy. This motherfucker giving them the Oliver and Conquest lore, bruh. Fuck out of here. I like my spine in one piece, alright? I'm chilling, Cuddy. One Piece reference? Yeah. But like, bruh, I'm like, what the fuck? You expect me to come back this bitch? Which
would appear to include the Oplotai based on this illustration, and also Keffals. Non-physical entities that can either possess or infect their victims.
Yeah, y'all got it.
The video also mentions that the anti-Akratid unit was recently put together as a result of a new declaration made by Emercom in 1992, which gives us an idea of when this footage was supposedly made.
In the 90s? You should have sent the fucking Dream Team to fight them fuckers.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Yes, this is obviously just an analog horror series. It's got every trademark.
That's cool.
The simplistic bathroom sign art style, the mid-century nuclear war style PSAs warning people of bizarre otherworldly dangers, which are always pretty effective due to the contrast of the mundane bureaucratic style these clips have with the esoteric threats they describe. I personally feel like analog horror is getting to be a little oversaturated and definitely doesn't hit as hard as it did 5 years ago.
No, because everyone feels like they have an idea to share. You know, I'm going to make my own analog horror soon, and it'll be really fucking good. It's probably gonna be an analog horror about a sock demon. Every time you put a sock, little gnomes like start eating your toes or some shit. but like a little fucking Google voiceover. Call it an analog horror, call it a day.
But I still like this series a lot.
I like
love
it too.
The concept
cool.
of taking some creepy folklore story and modernizing it into a more relatable and effective format.
That's cool.
Magneto-Shakhtinsk has many other videos I'm not going to spoil for you. I'm just going to tell you about my favorite one.
Okay.
This clip is called Zheldai, which happens to also be the name of the creature it's describing.
This is massive jump scare, Cuddy.
This one is another PSA, and it opens by telling us
this motherfucker live in a massive ass house, bruh.
Common complaint voiced by residents of various villages in the region. In the winter, people often hear strange sounds seemingly coming from the roofs of their houses at night. This is supposedly due to the Zheldai, an incredibly tall humanoid creature that kind of looks like Slender Man if you stretched him out a lot.
Yeah, I could take him. I just go for like, okay, this is what I would do, right? This is my like game plan, right? Boom, opening the door, but I'm putting a hoodie on a pillow, so this Brandon Ingram, Kevin Durant, Victor Wembanyama motherfucker would go for it first, and I'm jumping out the window. Going out the back, right? Going out the back. Spin kick that fucker. Roundhouse kick that guy's like calf, right? Boom. His calf exploded, Cuddy. I gave him the Gordon Hayward, Derrick Rose type of treatment, Cuddy. Y'all saw that Paul George Olympic video? That's what I did. If you haven't seen it. Anyways, that's what I'm doing, Cuddy. I'm hitting him with the meanest roundhouse kick of all time. John Jones would be very impressed, bro. And the next thing I'm doing, bro, after he collapses, I'm going for his head, Cuddy. Grab him, and then, bro, it's GG's. It's wraps. He's cooked.
The Zheldai apparently stand next to people's houses during the winter nights to warm their hands by the chimney. The Shildai, in most cases, is apparently a benign creature.
The fuck's benign mean? Hold on. Hoodydude detour. Oh, they're nice creatures? Oh. Well, my point still stands, alright. Yeah, I know how to take them out, gang.
They're only there to warm themselves up a little during the harsh Siberian winter.
Oh, just say that then. Say less, Cuddy. I don't think you'll fit in my house, but like, I'll give you like some, like, hot cocoa from like Walmart or some shit.
But with that being said, if you do find one of these beings next to your house, you should remain indoors.
Yeah, no duh.
Because the Shildai will attack you if it gets scared, usually by whacking you on the head with one of his pole-like arms.
Just a little bunk.
Now this PSA was supposedly made in 1993, but in 1994, Emercom would update their guidelines revolving around the Shildai and would also make a new PSA.
Oh, it's an analog core reaction video. It's just me in like an alternate reality where I was born in Russia.
While these creatures were initially thought to be a relatively low-risk pragmat, meaning a creature that poses a physical risk, they have now been reclassified as a higher-risk Keffel,
What happened?
a non-physical threat. Now, when you hear the sounds on your roof, you must try your best to maintain cautious awareness of your surroundings. If you feel a headache or nausea, then keep trying to maintain a mindful focus and don't let your thoughts drift. Make sure your windows are all shut tight and your blinds are drawn. Don't look outside.
What the
After you've
change?
ensured all your windows and openings are covered, call up Emercom and alert them of the situation. Whatever you do, don't go outside.
They just send a little fucking intern. Shut up and direct the video. Damn, sorry. I'm playing, Cuddy. Fuck you.
Even if the person on the phone asks you to. And lastly, don't believe anything the voices tell you. I think this is analog horror at its best. Having that first PSA set the expectation that these creatures are mostly harmless, and then following it up with that classic vague list of instructions to avoid some unknowable existential threat is incredibly effective.
Or did KD fucking hack the PA system and shit?
This is the thing that everyone tries to achieve with analog horror. And man, did a lot of people try to copy this series. Magneto-Shakhtinsk Oblast is probably the most popular piece of Russian horror I've covered. They currently have more than 200,000 subscribers and multiple videos with over 1 million views, with that last video we just covered having 3 million. With such a successful series having its fanbase relegated to the limited amount of people that speak the language, it naturally resulted in a ton of copycat videos.
Naturally.
It's pretty amazing just how many people have tried to expand the lore of Magneto-Shakhtinsk Oblast.
Motherfucker, you didn't even try. You didn't even try either.
But it also makes sense. The art style is very simple and easy to replicate. It's not exactly difficult to put together your own Magneto-Shakhtinsk Oblast video. Remember that short clip I showed you at the very end of my first Russian horrors video? That was in fact a video from my Magneto-Shakhtinsk Oblast copycat channel, and it had over 1 million views.
Jesus Christ, dude. You think the original creator's kind of mad or no?
I don't even think you can really even call these copycats anymore.
Just
If anything,
add it, yeah.
I think Magneto-Shakhtinsk Oblast is almost growing into its own shared internet mythos, just like the SCP Foundation or the Backrooms.
That's really cool.
But the channel that started it all is more or less inactive. Their last upload is from August 2024, which is apparently just a slightly modified version of a deleted episode from a couple years prior. In a long comment written on a popular English language video about the series, the creator behind Magneto-Shakhtinsk Oblast would comment that their first few videos were more or less just a test of their video editing abilities, and that they kept the series going when it became popular, but eventually began to get bored with it and didn't want to keep the channel going if the quality was declining.
Yeah, that's very valid. That's fair.
Which is definitely a sentiment I think most people can appreciate.
Yeah.
By the way, the video that this comment was left on was made by horror YouTuber Mouldered, and it's definitely the most comprehensive English language video about this series that currently exists. It was invaluable in the production of my video for its translations, and if you want to dive deeper into Magneto-Shakhtinsk Oblast, I highly suggest checking it out.
Alright, fellas, if you want me to, I'm down.
You could
Oh my fucking god.
turn this into this.
I think these community-driven shared mythologies are one of the more positive side effects of the internet and social media.
It is, until that one weirdo adds like a weird piece of fan fiction and shit. And then they all kissed and made out at the end. The end. He started aggressively making out. The one gooner gets a hold of the lore, dude.
Whether it's found footage of the backrooms, lost Slenderman videotapes, or in this case, forgotten TV segments, which is also what our next topic happens to revolve around.
Ooh.
For a while now, I've been searching for the perfect wallet.
I already have the perfect wallet. Why? Because I'm broke. And I don't need any more money. Who's a real loser? So you, dude. You know, you have a point.
You'll get an The following video was uploaded in September 2021. The title describes a broadcast hijacking of a local Russian news channel, which apparently aired something called Kingdom of Heaven.
Sounds like a fucking domain expansion. Okay, also, how does one, like, hijack a fucking TV broadcast? I've been hearing that shit, like, my whole fucking life growing up, like, on the internet and shit. How does one do that? You fucking, like, get a mute jammer and shit? It's like a whole operation. If I want to hijack, like, fucking, I don't know, what TV, if I had a choice, I want to hijack Fox News and play a video of, like, my Marvel Rivals highlights and shit. Like a shitty like, make that bitch at 280p as well. Like, Bandicam watermark shit or CapCut watermark. And then, you feel me? And just have that plastered. Just have them watch my Spider-Man gameplay. That's low-key what I want to do, just as a massive troll. And then at the end, because I kind of want to troll, I would add, like, I would add a fucking... I would add a random image of a random politician. No context, though. So after the Marvel Rivals highlights end, that random politician flashes on the screen. Nothing else, just a photo, right? And then boom, ends. And I really want to build up the conspiracy theory, like, oh, what could this mean? Is he threatening him? Was it from this politician? Was it from his camp? Was this a practical joke? Oh, what could it mean? And it's just me, like, shit posting. I low-key want to do that. That's a joke, obviously. That's a fucking joke, dude. On GTA, Minecraft. Yeah, and Gmod.
The video starts with some backstory to the incident. The uploader says that they discovered an archival recording of a Kingdom of Heaven segment from their hometown in the early 90s, which was previously considered lost. Okay. Although the segment had aired before they were born, it still seemed oddly familiar to them. They decide to show it to their parents, who said that they might have a recording of the original segment on a VHS tape somewhere in the basement. The OP grabs the tapes from their house and gives them to a friend to digitize. And lo and behold, the Kingdom of Heaven segment was on one of them. According to the OP's parents, the recording would have been made sometime between 2003 and 2006.
I was born in 04. Damn, shut the fuck up.
This is what it showed.
Okay. Trash-ass internet, cutting the web broadcast was running on fucking Spectrum internet, big bro. They were running off a hotspot, just like me. Okay. That's it? Oh. Imagine being the baby in this photo, like, what the fuck? Wait a minute, like, he just, like, grew up to be in college, like, I have a good family, and you delve into, like, internet horror. What the fuck is this? I'm not dead! What's thought about that? Damn, cause he got spawn killed, big bruh. He lasted from fucking... I mean, is this real? If it's real, I would feel bad, but I feel like this is like another analog horror. Watch this motherfucker. Hey. This is real. This really happened. This death traumatized many families. I ain't gonna lie, Cuddy. My fault. On February 15, 1994, our beloved daughter Veronica left us. She was just over a year old. Like, what? Tragedy struck the family in the evening with Vera disappeared from the apartment. And what the fuck? Fast ass text, Cuddy. Who the fuck you think I am? The Flash? Under unclear circumstances. Okay. This seems like analog horror to me. Load, bitch, damn! There we go. I read Russian. Oh, we remember, we love, we grieve. Okay. What does that mean? Was it like Happy Hedgehog? That low-key scared me. That low-key scared me, I ain't gonna lie. Okay. That'll be a massive jump scare. Yeah, I'm calling it right now, big bro. On February 15, 1994, at the age of 22, Svetlana passed away. Her loved ones, especially her husband, still cannot believe her death. I ain't gonna lie, if my fucking, like, wife dies before me, I'm probably crashing out, like, very, I don't know. The next day, the police found an open car abandoned on the road near the forest inside Svetlana's documents, and blood were found. On the documents? Ew. At this point, Svetlana's death is considered to be the result of a robbery gone wrong. Her body has never been found. Is this legit, or is this fucking like an... I'm sure... Veta, wherever you are now, we will definitely meet again, Gina. Rest in peace, Svetlana. Damn, bro, I said rest in peace. Chill out.
As you can see, this broadcast hijacking appears to show us some eerie televised obituaries, the first one being for an infant named Vera. There's a number of hidden and bizarre things about this clip. After the screen of text describing Vera's death, some static begins to fade in, and some picture of a man wearing a medical mask appears to just barely peek through the noise. And on top of that, just for a brief moment, we get another screen of text that we can just barely make out. This one reads,
After several days of searching, Vera was found when neighbors began complaining about a strong odor coming from a clogged garbage chute. Her body was discovered among the layers of moldy garbage.
We get more of that incomprehensible staticky mess, and again, another hidden screen of text that just barely comes through over the noise.
The cause of death was determined to be blood loss due to laryngeal hemorrhage. Small fragments of crystal glassware and remains of semolina porridge were found in the stomach.
Semolina porridge is a popular baby food in Russia, and also, obituaries don't usually go into such detail as to how a person died.
Yeah, so it's an analog core.
In the second obituary, it almost seems like a piece of text is missing, and that's because part of the story is almost unreadable due to wild tracking and noise. This one reads,
On the evening of the unfortunate day, upon her husband's return home, Svetlana took the car and left in an unknown direction. Soon after, her husband discovered that their daughter, money, and his wife's documents were all missing.
So was she like trying to build a new life or something? Hold on. Husband discovered this. Yeah, she was trying to start a new... Damn, bro, what did the husband do?
After this, we get a...
She found her husband was like an avid Twitch streamer watcher. It was over from there.
Kind testimonial, presumably from the husband, saying that they'll meet again in heaven. But instead of the we remember, we love, we grieve post-text like we get in the first obit, this one instead eerily says,
I hope you do, bitch.
What the fuck? No wonder she fucking left you, big bro. What the shit? Okay, but granted, he did take his daughter, so there's that part. I understand, but like, what was happening, big bruh?
After this, the local news seems to fade back in, and that's when the tape ends. According to the OP, his parents
why is that bus doing a fucking 360? I think this is a more pressing manner. What the fuck?
In, and that's when the tape ends.
That bus okay?
According to the OP, his parents had originally planned to record a news segment filmed at his school that he might have appeared in. His parents thought that the hijacking was probably just some sort of malfunction, either with the TV or the news station.
That don't look like a fucking malfunction. That was deliberate. How specific? How more spout? You cannot be any more specific. What are you talking about, Miss Mom?
OP back then, merely just a child, was slightly frightened by the hijacking, but luckily didn't read the inscriptions too closely.
Dumbass kid.
And his parents didn't let him watch the recording after. According to the OP, no information about this hijacking can be found anywhere. Not on the internet, and not in any sort of local news archives. He ends the video by asking if anyone has any more information. This video is completely earnestly presented. Nowhere does the uploader give any sort of indication that what we're watching is a work of fiction.
I mean, I feel like you can tell. I'm not gonna hold you. This looks like another analog horror.
And in fact, these Kingdom of Heaven obituaries were supposedly a real thing in Russia in the 90s.
Really?
As much as it might look like analog horror, these obituaries would apparently sometimes air between TV shows in early post-Soviet Union Russia.
Jesus.
The one you're watching right now is supposedly real. And
Jesus, fuck.
the text here is much more normal for an obituary and isn't describing the violent circumstances of someone's death.
Yeah, I feel like it's the fucking describing the violence, but that just makes it more fake, would it not? I feel like it's just a random, like, creepy video with the aesthetic of an analog horror. A guy probably took inspiration from it.
This is just so eerie and ominous.
That is very ominous.
The cheaply recorded orchestra, the monotone palette, the way the music cuts off abruptly and the bells play. I honestly can't believe that what we're watching isn't someone's analog horror project.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Jesus, fuck. And dude, imagine being a kid. Like, you know when you were a kid and you were like fucking took a nap early in the day watching TV and you woke back up, it's like playing Adult Swim. Dude, imagine the kids in Russia having to deal with this shit. They took a nap early in the day after school and shit. They wake up, it's this fucking someone's obituary. Dude, holy fuck.
Most of these Kingdom of Heaven segments are considered lost media. According to a Russian page on the Lost Media Wiki, there were supposedly up to 150 segments made in total between 1991 and 1994.
Jesus.
What's interesting
How do they determine who gets an obituary?
here is that while we have many recordings of these supposed obituaries, none of them have ever actually been confirmed to be real, and many of them have actually been proven to be fabricated.
So it's an urban legend. Okay, I'm fucking with that. That's
And
cool.
the fact that the first mention of this
But eerie.
even existing being in an ImageWare post from 2017 is also pretty suspicious. While some commenters say that either them or their parents do remember televised obituaries appearing on Russian TV in the 90s, nobody seems to have any proof of this.
You couldn't translate these to English, gang?
And the network that supposedly aired these segments has denied their existence as well.
Minecraft profile picture.
And by the way, that supposedly real segment we just watched, a Russian YouTuber recently confirmed that it was fabricated.
Yeah, no, Doc. I knew it.
Which kind of leads me to believe that everything here is fake,
So it's an analog horror. That's cool as
even
fuck,
though it's
though.
listed on Wikipedia.
Oh, well, it's Wikipedia, motherfucker. Anybody can adjust that shit. Probably the guy that made it.
I will say though that if these are all actually fake, they are still incredibly well done.
They really are.
These
I agree.
videos actually look like they were legitimately recorded on tape.
Dude, but again, imagine being like the families. Is that me? I'm not dead. I imagine I'm watching an analog horror, bruh, and it shows a baby photo of me. How the fuck did you even get this? Like, dude, holy fuck.
This is really a step above the average VHS effects you typically see in analog horror.
Yeah.
And apparently, like every other Russian horror
Okay, come on, bro.
thing we cover, Kingdom of Heaven also became a meme format that people have already turned into shitposts.
Oh my god. Dear you, what?
You clearly want to make something.
Tyler, I don't like Converse, alright? I get the sentiment, but Converse, you're not gonna use Tyler the Creator for this shit. Fuck you. You know what I'm gonna make, Converse? I'm gonna make a bonfire out of all your shitty shoes.
I'm still curious though. If you're Russian, do you think that there's any chance of something like this legitimately existing?
If you're Russian, has that happened to you? Just woke up. Oh god. Is that my baby photo for an analog horror?
Let me know in the comments. Alright, we're gonna move on from a probably fake creepy classic TV thing to something very real.
Okay.
One thing I find interesting on the internet are the communities
What the fuck?
have developed specifically around old home video logo bumpers. Like those short little 2-second clips with the production company's logo you'll see before your DVD or VHS gets to the main feature. There are communities completely centered around compiling, telling the history, and even remixing these old home video logo bumpers. Some of these videos have millions of views.
It's like, imagine like Adult Swim and shit. Also, look at this fucking loser. Loving family as well. I'll go caving. I'll go splunking. Splunk on these nuts. Oh.
One common aspect you'll notice in the logos community
watching scary
is the
logos.
idea that some of these logos are scary. Which I guess I don't really understand personally. I'm guessing it has something to do with childhood memories of being freaked out by them.
I mean, it depends. Maybe like if you're watching a horror movie, you're kind of already on edge and the logo scares you to death, especially if the logo is loud. Like, I remember that one logo, I forgot what it was, but it was a loud ass logo. It was a black screen, right? With like gray, silverish font. Fuck, what was that loud ass, like, hold on. Hoodydude detour, fuck it. I think it was this shit. Yeah, it was this, bro. This shit would scare the fuck out of me when I was a kid, bro. Let me turn it down. Like, that shit scared the shit out of me, bro. Right? So I could see why. You know, I could see why. And I think the movie we're gonna watch is like Toy Story.
But regardless, horror seems
I
to
can see
play a
why.
fairly big part in this strange niche. And a lot of these logo remixes seem to revolve around making a logo bumper scarier. There is one logo though that I do find pretty uncanny.
Dude, is that fucking Trump?
And of course it's Russian.
Of course it's Russian. Damn. Damn, bro. POV, you see fucking Sabrina Carpenter, gang. Did that ball just commit, like, suicide? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, if I saw this as a kid, it would definitely freak me out.
It depends on the movie if I'm watching. If it was like a comedy movie and it was like Daylight, I'm laughing my ass off. What the fuck is B&D? Okay. Big, nice dick.
The statue head looks like something you would either find in some ancient Chinese tomb or some horror claymation movie. The music also seems really out of place for a logo bumper like this. It sounds more like the sort of thing you would hear before a
Does he have a fucking tumor? Oh, what the fuck? Pokemon?
battle starts in a turn-based RPG game.
Dude, is that fucking Pokemon, Suicune? That version? Fuck, I forgot the name.
The logo is for a Russian television company called Vid, which has been around since 1987.
Okay.
The logo being as striking as it is,
Look at the nicknames. The Scary Mask, the Russian Mask, the Mask of Doom, the Stone Mask. Goody, what the fuck? Who made this shit?
must have been a major success for the company because no matter what article about Vid I read,
Oh, he looks more nice. He's smiling. He looks sweet. He's a toad. He doesn't have a tumor anymore.
there was always a lengthy section just about the logo bumper. The logo was created by Andrei Rasbash, and he based the face off of a ceramic sculpture of Chinese philosopher Guo Xiang that
What the fuck? Wait, how does that relate to movies?
featured a three-legged toad on top of his head. This sculpture is owned by the Museum of Oriental Art in Moscow, and apparently they tried to sue the production company over their usage of the sculpture,
Hey, Cope.
so Andre and his team had to digitally alter the features of the statue to make it look different enough from the original sculpture, which I suppose had a hand in making it look as uncanny as it does.
I guess.
The logo was basically immediately seen as frightening and off-putting. The company quickly began receiving many complaints from the parents of scared children, so
Hey, tell him to see up.
over the years, they've had to continually alter the logo to make it look less creepy.
I mean, that's kind of creepy as well. Jesus. Can add some color?
Of course, this logo is a pretty big Russian meme nowadays. You can find countless parodies and remixes on YouTube, and interestingly enough,
What the fuck is this?
it seems to have found its way into the Western logo community as well, with many prominent logo YouTubers making videos about it, which I guess might lead one to think that the logo community is not only based around nostalgia.
I did not think there was a logo community. I'm not gonna hold you.
And thus concludes today's brief walk through the seemingly endless trail that is Russian internet horror.
Is there a grill community? Actually, that's a dumb question. I know there is. Is there like a fucking fence community that like admires the way fences work and shit? Like they admire fence arts. Like that's a good fence, man. Oh, the property fucking land was like correctly measured, perfectly centered, perfectly layered. The color matches the home and the field. I could come right now. Like, is there like a fence community?
We'll definitely be returning soon enough for a third part, because there's still a ton out there that we haven't covered yet.
Really?
I think for part 3 I might look at some more mysteries rather than just horror fiction, but if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them below.
Yeah, I'll leave you a suggestion, big bro. Hold on. I kind of low-key want to get to the bottom of this. There we go. Fuck you, Grammarly. Nah, yeah. There you go.
I read every comment on my last video, and I'll read every comment here as well.
Oh shit, he has to go read my shit. The Russian, I really did imagine. No way.
And if you're still watching this far into the video, maybe consider subscribing. And if you want to support the channel, we just launched a Patreon last month where you'll find some exclusive content.
You heard my man.
Alright guys, spokojna noci.
Oh, that was a good chill video, bro. That was fun. I really hope he does my suggestion. You know, not everyone else's suggestion is worthy unless it's like the Russian. Hold on. I couldn't find any fuck. That was cool, bro. That was cool. That was cool. That was really cool. That was really cool. That was really cool. That was cool. I mean, I expected a more like true crime type of shit, as opposed to analog horror, which I'm not opposed to. I'm not mad. But that was fun. That was cool. That was cool. OJ's confession. I did it. Why is Vsauce covering OJ's confession?
O.J. Simpson wrote a book, and he called it I Did It.
But yeah, that's gonna wrap up today's video. If you like the video, like the video. If you don't like the video, I don't know what you want me to do. Cuddy suck my nuts just like my dick. But yeah, Cuddy, again, shout out to everyone involved in this production. Farrell McGuire. For course, original links in the description below. Let's go over to today's video, buddy. Love y'all. Peace. Bye.